Alright, so this video is a little out of the ordinary because normally when I film for you guys, I'm in the classroom. But this time, it's all about not getting burnt out. And we just came from doing what? What were we doing, you guys?
We were at the mall.
You can unbuckle Jude. I think Jude wants to be part of the video too.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, we were at the mall. And you guys don't see enough of my older kids. So we went to the mall today and you think we had fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
This is mom life. So I want to tell you guys about getting burnt out. I just want you guys to just chill out.
Because I already pressed it, then turned it off. You're like, so guys.
You're going to laugh at me.
You're just talking to the camera.
You guys are, see? Alright, so it's about not getting burnt out in the classroom. Now here's some signs of burnout, okay? When you guys don't feel like doing things that you used to love to do, how do you feel? Like
Bored.
You used to love to do it and then now you have to do it and you're just like, how do you feel?
Bored.
How would you say?
I don't know, just feel weird.
A little weird.
Like you love math,
I just feel like
right?
slimy.
Yes. Have you ever had a math teacher that you just didn't like their class?
No. Well, Miss Dr. Webb.
Burnout. You might get excited to do something. You're all, you're revved up. You're ready to go. And then suddenly you dread it. You dread it. You're just like, why? You're counting the hours until it's time for you to be there. Then once you're there, then you're counting the hours until it's time to go home. Or until it's, when you're teaching online, until it's time to be done. See? No, just wait. So, some signs of burnout would be you just seem like no matter what, you just cannot get enough sleep. That's one sign. Number 2, you used to be creative. Now, all of a sudden, everything, you just feel tapped out, zapped out. You, like, nothing is flowing. That's 2. 3, things that you used to do that were tried and tested true, that used to work, suddenly they don't work. You have no interest to make it work. You really don't have no interest to reinvent yourself. 4, when your children won't stop talking, and then you don't want to be bothered with anyone else's children. Okay, so as I was saying, burnout. Okay, yeah, this video is different, completely out of the classroom, because who wants to but the kids are still here, who wants to talk about burnout or with someone that's all chipper in the classroom when the classroom is what is burning you out. So I took myself out of the classroom and I'm here to encourage you how to do the same. I'm here to encourage you to do the same. And here's how. This is how I stay doing what I love to do, and I'm just, I'm just so happy all the time, really. Like, now when I say all the time, don't think I don't have my bad days. Don't think I don't get my little write-ups for being late. A while ago when I told you I missed a whole day. Like, I slept through the whole entire 7 classes. For real, you snooze, you lose. Big time, okay? So don't think I don't have my bad days. But for the most part, I love what I do. And I don't dread it. Not a moment of the day. So let me tell you on the signs of burnout. If you're like, I don't know, it'll never happen to me. Signs of burnout. I touched on it a little bit prior to this with my kids. I tried to get my kids pulled in, but they were just so silly. So I'm just going to do my little thing. If you feel like you're just, oh man, I got to work tomorrow. What is the fine if I just cancel all my classes? Like if you have one day like that because for whatever reason, it's just maybe you're ill or the day is just not your day. You're just not feeling it. But if it's like that, where that's in your mind like every day, where you're always thinking, what will happen if I just cancel? Okay, I just might as well just drag myself through it. Your creativity is just zapped, like 100% just like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. You look at something, nothing sparking, and it used to. Like some people, you know, they just need a little help from jump. But say you used to be all, oh, this, and now you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. You find yourself like in the class staring at the timer. You really don't want to engage with the kids. You just want the class to be over. And you're just not enjoying yourself. Or you're hopping from company to company and you don't know why. Now, I understand, you know, for you online teachers, I understand if, you know, if you find more money somewhere or schedule, I understand all of that. But if that's not the case and you just feel like, well, I just want to change it up. I just want something different. I just want to, you know, a new environment. And you're just hopping around for that purpose, then that could mean that you are on the brink of burnout and you're really running from it. You're running from it instead of trying to do healthy things to avoid it. So we're not going to run from burnout. We're going to try to avoid burnout. Okay. You know, like when you just don't want, you don't even want to see happy teachers because you're just like fake, all fake, all fake. Everything that comes out of your mouth is negative. You want to just go on other people's whatever platforms and be like, everything is boo-boo. Boo and poo to the woos and whoos. Because you're just not happy, like with anything. You are on the brink of burnout. You just really just don't like your job right now. But you feel like you have nowhere to go. You're burnt. So here's what you need to do. Don't neglect things you like to do. Don't do it. Do things that you like to do. If you have a hobby, don't put your hobby on the back burner because now you teach online. And you guys, I'm telling you, I get so many messages about planning and, you know, my planning time in the beginning when I taught, you know, teaching for data in the beginning, even VIP Kid, in the beginning, I spent probably 20 to 30 minutes per class planning. That's a lot, especially if you have a full schedule. So say you're teaching like 8 classes a day, 4 hours, right? 4 hours, then that's 2 hours of planning that you're not getting paid for. That's 2 hours of your life that you are planning things and you're not getting paid for. Now, here's my advice. Just starting off, then if that's what makes you feel comfortable to familiarize yourself with that, I say don't do that more than 2 months. 2 months is still a long time. I did it for like maybe the first month, and after that I was like, I got this. And it was just like I had a lot of things that I just regularly implemented in my classrooms. And then anything else, I was just like, oh, I can improvise. I did a lot of improvisation. Okay, you'll learn to do that. So you don't have to have, like, if it's a lesson on tea versus coffee, you don't have to go and print off like different coffees and teas and get a coffee or teapot reward, and everything doesn't have to be like, oh, it's so perfect, I'm just so well thought out and I just thought this out so well and so planned. Because most likely, I'm going to 99.9% of the time, you doing all that is not going to make the company look at you and be like, let's give you $5 more per hour because you work so hard to plan. You might get a whole lot of students and a very full schedule, but you're probably not going to get like a fat raise in the next week or so because you are spending 3 hours a day planning for each detail in your lesson. Am I saying don't plan whatsoever? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying find your happy medium. So for me, I do very well off of improv. Very well. So I don't need to plan. Some people don't. They need to be prepared more. So create things that you can use in different settings. different settings. Use real things in your house. You don't have to print like I did. I bought a laminator, I bought a printer, but this, like, that kind of spilled over into I needed it for business. My kids need it. So it was like a family, oh wow, we need this, and it helps me in the event that I want to laminate. Now holidays, yes, that's when the printer's like and the laminator's like holidays, okay? Because I always find awesome things for holidays. Now there's not a holiday every day of the week, so I'm cool on that. I'm awesome. Or if I find something and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, I'm going to use this and preserve it and use it over and over again, because this is something that is so cool that I don't think I could do without it. So then yes, I'm going to use my printer, I'm going to use my laminator. But this isn't like every day I'm running to the printer or the laminator, okay? Don't forget to do things you like to do. Don't put planning and online teaching in front of your life, in front of your identity. So if you like to read, peel away and read. If you like to go for walks, take a walk. Take a walk. Maybe if you wanted to practice singing that hello song that you just can't get the tune to, maybe you can walk. Hello, 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 how are you? I mean, improvise in how you can do these things and incorporate it in your everyday enjoyment in life. Enjoyment, okay? Because, okay, you guys know I have no shame talking about God. God intends for us to have joy. To have joy. And to be successful. You know? And so if you are physically and mentally just down in the dumps, then that is not what we were made for. That is not the intent on our lives. So don't forget, you guys, maybe you didn't know this, but in the Bible, even Jesus took a break. I promise you. Jesus went on vacation. I promise you. He had to get away from it all and be by himself and just really just, like, what would you call it? Renew. He needed a renewing, you know. That's why we have vacations from work. The only, the difference is working online, we don't have paid vacations. Oh, a company that will give paid vacations, I know that their application pool will fill up in like 24 hours. They would probably have every teacher that they would need for the next couple of years if there was an online company that paid vacations. So, all right. That's one, okay? Take breaks. Rest. And I've mentioned vacations, right? When you go on vacation, take a real vacation. Yes, I work on vacation most of the time. Now, here lately, you haven't really seen me around as much as you normally do because I took a real vacation. Like, no YouTube working. I tried to answer emails. When I answered them, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be like a notification. Instagram didn't see me. YouTube didn't see me. Facebook didn't see me. And I loved it. I didn't work in the classroom. I didn't see my students. My students didn't see me. I needed, and it was 4 days. I needed 4 days. It was like 4.5 days of I just want to do something I want to do and not have to worry about what time is it. I have to get up and teach. And then after I'm done teaching, then I'll do this, and then limit myself. Okay, I got to be in bed by this time so I can get up and not die in the morning. There are times where you just need to just sleep when you sleep and wake up when you wake up, okay? We have it. Some of us, we're going to wake up regardless, but it's nice to wake up and not have like an immediate obligation. Some of you teach in the middle of the day. It's nice to not have to immediately get home or immediately run to the computer. Whatever time you teach. Get some rest. Take breaks, okay? Eat well. If you're eating like junk and all this mess, then I've heard teachers report, well, you know what? I've gained weight since I'm teaching online. You're sitting. Who says you can't get up and teach? You can get up. Hey, yeah. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Get up, move if you feel like you need to. You don't have to be stationary. I know Pal Fish here, the last couple of weeks or so, maybe a couple weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago, made a statement saying don't walk around your house with your phone or, because Palfish is on the phone. Don't walk around your house with your phone or your iPad. Don't go outside and do this because of your network quality. You don't have to do all that. I understand, like, Wi-Fi can get crazy when you're going all around. When you're going all around the place, even if it's cool to show your students all this stuff. I understand that. So I'm not saying get up and walk around. Okay, that's a whole different video. Some teachers do it, some teachers don't. And then, a lot of these companies prefer a wired connection. Prefer I'm gonna put that in quotations. Prefer a wired connection. So then it's difficult for you to do all that anyways. So a lot of teachers work off of a desktop computer, so you can't snatch everything up and just walk around. But you can get up and move. You can still stand up. You can stretch. Some people are investing in standing desk. Put your laptop, prop them up on books, a crate, whatever. Get up. Maybe one class you're standing. In your other class you're sitting. Maybe you do it in intervals. You sit a couple, stand. Sit, stand. Whatever. But you don't have to sit and teach all the time. And eat well. Don't eat like cakes and cookies and chips and, just junk all the time in between classes. And then you're drinking like a pot of coffee or, whatever. Eat well-balanced meals. If you're going to have snack, have healthy snacks. Like maybe some yogurt. Like you can down a yogurt real quick. You can down a yogurt in between class, in between classes real quick. And like, yogurt or nuts, something like that. Sweets, okay, but moderated. Eat well. Don't just eat junk because, if you really don't want to move, some of us don't have the, our backs or knees or whatever the case may be. So you're sitting stationary. So keep that in mind and don't just sit there stationary and eat junk because that's a lot of times people tend to do. Eat junk while they watch TV. Eat junk while they're teaching online. Okay, another one. Don't procrastinate. Yes, I hate doing reports. I showed you guys a video where I copy and paste everything from the notes and I might add a sentence or two here or there. So that has cut 90% of my report giving time. So copy and paste, you guys. Copy and paste saves lives. Just if you are able to talk and type in the chat box and then go back later, because all the chat is available afterwards when you go to do your report. Copy and paste it on over into different sections. Copy and paste that stuff. Clean it up how you need to. It will save lives. Lives, I tell you, lives. Now, when I say don't procrastinate, if you put off, like say you taught however many hours, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do the reports later. And then all day you're thinking about, I have these reports to do. I have these reports to do. Then you're watching a show. You're doing this. You're eating dinner. You're like, oh my gosh, it's getting late. I have these reports to do. And then you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to do these reports. It will feel like you have been working all day because all day you've been talking and thinking about the doggone reports that you had to do, all that. Okay? Or if you're just like, I need to peek at this lesson. And you're all day, you're thinking about, in your mind, oh my gosh, how many classes do I have? Okay, I need to peek. Wait a minute, what am I teaching in? Okay, I'm going to look at it. All day, that's all you're talking about. You're talking about work. You're thinking about work. And then you finally do it, but you procrastinated. I suggest, if you're able to, some of us teach and then have to go right on off to work. So you're not able to do everything right then and there. Understandable. If you are able to, then you guys get it done. Just be like, I am done for the day. And now I have the rest of my day to do whatever. Like, I have done all my reports. It is not even 1 p.m. And I've already worked data. I worked Cambly. I've done all my reports. And I have like 4 more things. Don't be afraid to cut back. If you're worried about money, then maybe you have your like champion like set. Okay, I'm going to crank them out. And then I'm going to just relax a little bit and just work this schedule and just kind of chill. Then crank them out. But if you're like living your life, like maximizing every waking hour teaching, and it's, some people, that's what they like to do. Maybe they don't have kids, maybe they're single, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to put anybody in a box. If that's what you like to do, then that's what you like. But if you really don't like to do that and you're exhausted, but you find yourself doing that because you think that that's kind of what you need to do, then you probably need to balance some things out a little bit better. Cut back. You know, like we don't have cable. We don't have cable. We just have Netflix. I was like, we need some cutbacks because I'm not about to be working. Because I'm like, okay, how many hours do I have to teach to pay this cable bill? Nope, we can do it without the cable. We sure can. So I look at things in that aspect, like, okay, so how many hours does it take for me teaching for me to be able to do this? Nope, we don't need to do that. Not right now. We sure don't. And so scale back where you feel necessary to scale back for your health, okay? Don't be afraid to scale back. You don't have to compete with anybody. You don't need to, you know, they say, what is it called? Trying to be like the Joneses. You don't even, yeah. It's about you. You know, set goals, fun goals. It doesn't always have to be business goals. It could be some serious business goals and some fun goals. You know, like I'm going to give myself until, you know, such and such to save this much, and I'm going to treat myself on this vacation. I'm going to do this, or you get a price, go to Groupon, get a price on like a full day spa, and then work towards, you know, saving a little bit at a time for that spa. You don't have to be like, next week I'm doing it. Save a little bit at a time. When you get it, be like, and you have something you look forward to. You just saved up and bought yourself a full day spa getaway. You know, massage, the whole works, whatever. With a friend, with your husband, wife, whatever. And you guys know, like I said, I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. Prayer. Pray. Keep prayer in your life. If you are a praying woman, a praying man, don't stop praying, because when you stop the prayers, then you'll notice a difference. When your prayer and your praise is continuous, you will notice a difference. And vision boards. That's nothing new, you guys. Vision boards. Make a vision board. Make several vision boards. You can make a teaching vision board, make a life goals vision board, make a, you know, you as a mother, make vision boards, put them up so you can see them wherever, you know, like while you're brushing your teeth. Maybe you got that, you know, as a mother, I will have my yes. And then in my classroom, I would have my, you know, my career vision board up. You know, anything. Make vision boards. Make visuals for yourself. Just like we're making visuals for the kids. Make visuals for yourself. Take care of yourself. Love on yourself. And don't get burnt out. Boo, don't get burnt out. And, you know, friendships. Build friendships. I would love it if there were more teachers in Oklahoma. I would host meetups. That would be awesome to be able to talk to other teachers, you know, just have fun. It doesn't have to be like, well, let's talk about this student that I've had. What would you do? We can just get together just knowing that we know, and just eat and fellowship and have zero conversations about data if we want to. Just get together, okay? You know, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little long, but I felt it necessary because it's necessary to invest in ourselves. And so I didn't want to cut the video short. I didn't want to be in the classroom being all like, oh, let me show you. This is how I avoid burnout. I wanted to be real. Look, I got this shirt. I still got my pajama pants on, you guys. My house is not clean. Look. I mean, it's not like despicable, but it's not immaculate either. And you know what? I don't care. I'm going to probably eat me a bowl of cereal. I'm going to probably eat 3 cookies, finish off my coffee, and watch a movie. I'm going to enjoy myself because I'm done for the day. Enjoy yourself. TTFN.